Hello and welcome to Cover 2 TV. It's week 12. We've done our Thanksgiving previews. Those games will now be in the bag, I would suspect, at time of you watching this. We're going to look at 4 games. We're going to start with the Saints versus Rams. We're going to go Titans, Colts, Bills, Chiefs, Panthers, Jets, and then we're going to take our patented spin around the league. So we're going to start it off, Jenno, with New Orleans Saints, LA Rams, and we're going to look at that game. First off, who do you think's going to win and why?
I'm going for the Saints in this game because I think the weakness of the Rams is their run defense. I think we've seen already that the Saints have got a really good run offense. So I just feel that the matchup works out in favour of the Saints because I think that their dominant run game will be able to, just like the way the Vikings did, lean on the Rams until they fall apart and then run all over them.
Yeah, and what about you, Ste? Do you agree with that, or do you think the Rams could bounce back?
They could.
But will they, Ste?
Yes, I'm picking the Rams.
Okay.
Yeah, picking the Rams.
If you remember to pick the Rams.
I'm going to have to do me pick him. At the time of filming, we're not sure what Marshall Lattimore, he's probably going to play, but I'm not sure about him. And I mentioned on the last show, without him, they're a completely different defence. And even if he's on the field, he's not going to be 100%. And I think we'll see a fair bit of Jared Goff trying to go deep downfield a little bit, a bit of play action. He's got tons of receivers now, which is bizarre because at the beginning of the season we thought these were just nobodies, but you know, Woods and Watkins and Cup.
If Cup catches it.
Yeah, well, he kind of was taken out of the game almost against the Vikings when they had that fumble, didn't he? And they didn't really go back to him. He's a young guy.
I think it's one of those. I mean, that's one of those. That it's harsh to blame him too much. I think it was a good defensive play, and I think
but it was also the 30-yard drop.
He should have caught that.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone drops everything at some stage.
I know, but just like
it was a killer. I think he'll be fine. I think it's just, again, a young rookie making a rookie mistake. I think the Saints are really good, and this would not be a huge surprise if they won. Of course, it wouldn't, but I think the Rams at home will just about do enough. And I think they will have a conscious effort to stop the run this time. I think that's what they'll focus on more than they have done in recent past. And listen, Drew Brees can beat them with his arm, of course he can. He's Drew fucking Brees, but I've just got a sneaky feeling the Rams are going to win.
Okay, I'm backing the Saints as well. I think, you know, if they do manage to stop the run, if they put 8 in the box and try and stop that run, I do think Drew Brees is going to absolutely pick them apart. I've seen the Rams, maybe I'm a little bit tainted on the Vikings victory. You know, I'm a little bit down on them at the moment because we just made it look so easy against them. They do have the weapons. You know, I've seen them play a few times this season. I know about what they you know, how good they can be when they put it together. I think Goff will be stinging from the result against the Vikings, and I do think that he might struggle to pick his game back up because of that. So there we go. That's the New Orleans Saints, LA Rams. We're going to go on to the Titans Colts. This is a game that you wanted to talk about, mate. So talk us through it.
Yeah.
6-4 Titans versus 3-7 Colts.
I think the Titans might be the worst good team, and the Colts might be the worst really bad team.
Do you mean the best really bad team?
The Titans might be the worst good team, and the Colts might be the best of the really crap, like the absolute garbage teams. I think the Colts are the best of those. They played Pittsburgh really well at home. I thought the Colts, and deserve credit, they should have won that game. It was a bit fluky in the end, how they lost it and stuff. Straight off the bat, I'm picking the Colts at home. I think we're going to see T.Y. Hilton go off big time. I don't trust the Titans secondary at all. I think it's average at best. I think the Colts defense has improved recently, which is mad because they've got no players left, but they stopped the run against Pittsburgh, and I think if you can stop the run against the Titans, again, there's nothing there that scares you in terms of pass catching weapons really. It's Delaney Walker and Eric Decker, who, you know, combined age of like 70 or something.
Delaney Walker should scare you. Delaney Walker constantly.
He's very good. He is very good, but he's not explosive. I don't think he's really good at being Delaney Walker, that type of tight end, but he's not going to run away from you. So I don't know. I just don't. The more I've watched the Titans, the more disappointed I've been with them. They've got 2 amazing running backs, but it doesn't really get going that much. They're both. I don't know. They don't make men miss. So Derrick Henry can run over people because of the size of him. And DeMarco Murray in the last game he played looked really good, but he's never making players miss. You know what I mean? And I've just got a sneaky feeling that the Colts at home will pull off what I presume it's an upset in terms of the betting odds. But and also I think Jacoby Brissett has proven now that he deserves to be a starter somewhere next season. I don't think he will because the Colts will be stupid to let him go because obviously Andrew Luck's shoulders an absolute mess by all accounts. So he's one of the best 32 quarterbacks in the league now, so it's going to be a shame that next year, while some garbage quarterbacks leading the friggin' Browns again, and then you've got people on the bench who are better than him, it's going to be a shame. But I think he's been a really good pickup for the Colts, and he'll prove to be valuable going forward, because I'm not sure you're ever going to see 16 Andrew Luck games.
Okay, Jenno, what do you think this one's going to end up like?
I actually agree with most what Steve said. I do think that the Colts are the best bad team, and that's why I'm not confident, but I'm picking the Titans, because I think this is how Titans are going to make the playoffs. They're just going to just about beat the bad teams. I think the Colts will find a way to lose, so it wouldn't surprise me if it's not like a last-minute fumble return for a touchdown. Something on those lines. I don't think the Titans are going to blow them out, because I just don't think they're good enough to do that. I think they're just going to scrape through. I don't think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a real hard watch. I'm thinking something like 20-17 Titans. Yeah,
okay. I agree with you as well, Jenno, to be honest. I think it's going to be a close game, I really do. I think the Titans, because of that run game, that's how I see this one being decided. And if the O-line can create a couple of decent holes, you mentioned DeMarco Murray not making players miss, but he knows how to find the hole. And if he can get through a hole and into the secondary, he's very hard to pull down. And you know, he starts making, if they can create good holes for him, you're looking at 6, 7, 8 yards a carry. And I don't think the Colts will be able to deal with that. And here's the thing. I think this is going to be both under 20 points, to be honest with you. You know, something like I think, did you say 2017? Maybe a 1916, 1917, something like that, like, you know what I mean? So, not a huge amount of points in this game. Not one that I will be keeping a close eye on, if I am totally honest.
Yeah, it'll be one that I will go back and watch.
I had last the summer wines on.
I think we will see a big T.Y. Hilton play, at least one in this game. He's really good at home, and I just think he's going to tear that secondary part, and I think that'll be what the difference. I agree, it'll be a low-scoring game, but usually in low-scoring games, it's one explosive play. In the last game, when the Colts lost, it was Antonio Brown done a madness, didn't he? Because, you know, he's Antonio Brown, and I think we'll see Hilton do the same to the Titans, and that's why I've gone. I'm with you. I think 2017, but I'm flipping it.
Okay, we'll move on to the Bills Chiefs now. Bills are 5-5. Tyrod Taylor will be back in for this game. Kansas City Chiefs 6-4, but on a is it 3 or 4? Is it 4 losses on the spin now? They went 6-0, didn't they?
They were 5-0.
They were 5-0, so they've lost 3 on the bounce then.
So, yeah, they're not in very good form at all.
No, so not at all. Like, and you know,
they went 1-4.
Yeah, 1-4, and you know, Bills in a little bit of turmoil, or the press would have you believe at the moment. I am going to go for the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not 100% sure why, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I believe in the weapons that they've got on offense, and I believe that Andy Reid, you know, he's been a good coach in this league now for a number of years. He will find a way to get those weapons working again. I mean, he's going through a sticky patch right now, 3 games, obviously on the bounce where they haven't won and stuff, but maybe a few less of the gadget plays and a little bit more trusting in the talent of the guys on the roster is where they need to go. 100%. And I think if they can do that, they'll pull out a win.
Yeah, 100%. I think they'll win as well. And I think they just need to hand the ball off to Kareem Hunt 15, 20 times, because the Bills haven't stopped anyone since they let Marcel Darius go. Again, whether that's a coincidence or not, I'd guess not, because there's a direct correlation there. So, yeah, I agree with the gadgety stuff. You don't need all that. You've got enough talent, and in a way, it goes to show the limitations that they think Alex Smith's got, I think. A, they drafted a quarterback, and then B, they're doing all this, you know, mad stuff that you don't really... Which was great when it was working, but now everyone's seeing it's like, you're going to the well once too often. So I do believe that they should just simplify it slightly, go to Kareem Hunt as often as they can. And if you do that, I think they'll win, because the Bills haven't been able to stop anybody.
Yeah, I agree. I believe the Chiefs, I believe Andy Reid's too good of a coach to lose this game. I think they need to just go for the run, just run with Kareem Hunt.
Excuse me?
That's what they were doing.
The sneeze coming, it's going to go in. It'll come some days. Apologies in advance to headphone users.
I cannot always.
There's a sneeze.
I love sneezes on camera.
Go on.
I think what I was saying.
I don't know, Kareem Hunt.
Kareem Hunt, yeah, I think just trust him to be the good running back that we saw at the start of the season. And then just let Alex Smith be Alex Smith. He's fine. He'll win against a bad team where you don't have to throw it deep. But don't let, whatever you do not let Kelsey try and throw deep bombs, because that was a bad idea from the start. I still don't understand why they did it. Like, just let Alex Smith be Alex Smith. I think they have enough for the Bills. I think the Bills are garbage. I never bought into them from the start, and then this team got blown out by the Dolphins. I mean, this is an awful, awful team.
What I would say is that it wouldn't be a huge shock if Tyrod Taylor come in and just lit it up.
Yeah, absolutely. There'll be guys on that roster that'll be playing for Tyrod Taylor because they'll be unhappy at the way that he was treated. You know, you're getting the Bills were what 6 and what was it? 6, 5. They were 5. Yeah, but they were 5 and 4 before they dropped him. You know, you got a winning record. You drop your quarterback. They'll be fired up. They'll be wanting to prove a point that they can do this scheme with Tyrod Taylor in and that he's their guy. So I do think there'll be a bit of a reaction from that Bills offense.
I think the Chiefs' weakness is their pass defense. And I don't think Tyrod Taylor's the person to take advantage of that.
He's got no weapons.
Yeah, he's got no weapons and he also doesn't see anything and only can run out of the pocket, which when the pass defense is the weakness, he's not. Their strength is LaShawn McCoy. So I think that could be the problem we have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if I was them, I'd be looking to get shady in the passing game. They did it at the end of the last game, but albeit, it was garbage time. The game was over by then because Peterman had melted down. But I think that's one way you can definitely get at KC. Like, I'm with Jenno, the pass defense since week 1 when Eric Berry went out, that's a major blow for them. If the Bills are going to win, I think you're going to have to see a lot of shady McCoy because there's very little else there now. It's him and Charles Clay.
I've been saying this for weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. They tried to do something for Kelvin Benjamin. He's out now, isn't he? He's injured. Charles Clay's coming back, which is, we saw earlier on in the season how much Tyrod, that connection worked. But I just think if you're the Chiefs, you'll just focus on, what these receivers just don't scare me. So we'll go 1-on-1 and we'll win. And I agree, I wouldn't be surprised if it's not even close.
Okay. So we go Carolina Panthers, New York Jets. I think we've got to talk about the Jets once in a season. This will probably be the first. No, I think we've done it a couple of times, to be fair to the Jets.
They've been pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, surprising.
Yeah.
4 and 6 at the moment. Obviously, Carolina Panthers going into this game probably is the favourite, even though they're away from home. Ste, is it that simple? Carolina Panthers going to win this game?
You'd think so because but I wouldn't. It's not unlike Carolina to shit the bed sometimes, and the Jets are playing teams tough. Usually they've had a couple of bad ones, but I think the Jets' strength matches up well to what the Carolina want to do. If that makes sense. I think the Jets will. The safety play has been excellent so far. Jamal Adams, is it Mack as well? The two at the back, the cornerbacks. Sorry, they're secondary players. I think you'll see a lot of them in the box trying to stop that running game because obviously McCaffrey and Cam and Stewart that's what Carolina want to build around, and then a bit of play action out to the wide receivers, a bit of Funchess. But I think the Jets will stack the box. I think Todd Bowles on a bye week will have got that defense ready for Carolina. So I wouldn't be surprised they say to Cam, "We're going to keep you in the pocket. We're not going to let you run, and can you beat us from the pocket with your arm?" And if you're watching Cam trying to beat him with his arm, we've seen that go both ways. We've seen it be a raging success and we've seen it be a massive failure where he's overthrowing the receiver by 10 yards into cornerback's hands. So I don't think it's an absolute gimme that Carolina win. I'm going to pick them, but I don't think it's not as nailed on as some of these other games that we're going to
Okay, what about you, Jenno?
I'm also going for Carolina, but I think this is going to be a close game. Yeah. I genuinely think it's going to be low scoring. I could even see the Jets being up in the fourth quarter. And it's a late draft by Carolina that wins this game. That's what I think, because I just think the Jets play teams tough. They've had a much feistier team than we all expected. We were talking 0-16. That's how bad we thought they were going to be. But that defense has been legitimate quite good. I think they found a star in that Robbie Anderson, the wide receiver. And they don't have a terrible run game between Forte and Powell. You can kind of patch one together. It's just I believe in the Panthers defense much more than I believe in the Jets defense. And that's why I think it'll just be a late push with giving good field position where Cam will be Cam and just get that touchdown needed. I
think it'll be low score as well. The one thing that, again, you look difference makers, and what the Panthers have got is, would you be at all surprised if Luke Kuechly picks Josh McCown off? No. It might be a surprise if he doesn't. You know what I mean? Because he reads the game.
Is he back in for this game as well?
Talk, he should be playing, and there's talk. And obviously, Josh McCown, for a veteran player, just has absolute brain farts, and it's a reason why he's been on 100 teams. Because he's quite good, but then he just does these stupid things that absolutely kill you. And I think we might see 1 or 2 of those, and the Jets might be kicking themselves for that. Because Luke Kuechly reads, he knows what quarterbacks do before quarterbacks.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Okay, well, I'm going Carolina as well for the reasons that you guys have already mentioned. So we'll go to the 4 and 6 Buccaneers versus the 6 and 4 Falcons.
Do we not do the spin? We just get past it?
Well, this is it.
This is it now. It's a slow spin as we go through the fixtures. and then I fall off the chair.
And spin me around at the same time.
Spin you around,
Literally
knock him over, and that's it. That's cover 2 to be ended. No one cares. Atlanta Falcons, for me, I think, we saw Matt Ryan come out with probably his best performance of the season in the last game. I think he'll want to continue that. I think they're obviously playing at home. I think they're the better side ultimately, and for me, that's why I'm picking the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm going Falcons. I just can't. They're coming together as a team. They're looking better as we're coming into the home stretch. And Tampa Bay's been hot garbage all season.
So, we go to hot garbage.
Yeah, speaking of hot garbage.
0-10 Cleveland Browns, 4-6 Cincinnati Bengals. I'm just going to say it now. I'm not predicting this as an upset. I'm going to go Bengals. Yourself?
Yes, why?
I was tempted to go Browns because the Bengals are terrible as well, but no,
They've got to win one
I've
somewhere.
ultimately went Bengals.
They've got to win one, but I don't know if this is it.
If Browns don't win this one, they are going 0-16.
There's a very good chance they're 1-16, yeah, Bengals.
Any chance for the Browns?
A little bit, because the Bengals,
Yeah,
the
'cause they
Bengals aren't good, are they? Not exactly.
The Bengals are terrible. Browns have an okay defense. Bengals have a bad offensive line. Miles Garrett's going to play against them. There's the chance. There's what you can pin. If you want to go for the upset, you need to come get some picks back. Maybe go for the Browns here. But I'm not willing. I'm just going to be front runner.
Yeah, that'd be silly. 4-6 Dolphins, 8-2 Patriots. Jenno.
50-0.
50-0. and more people moaning about him running up the score.
It could be absolutely anything, this.
It's going to be...
Let's see some... We're going to see some Brian Hoyer in this game.
Brian Hoyer's going to throw 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
It's going to be an absolute disaster. The Dolphins are... We spoke about good 4-6 teams. These are an absolute garbage 4-6 team.
Maybe, like, if you're a Dolphins fan, you want to cling to something, maybe Matt Moore's going to play, and he's going to galvanise the team after being held back by Jake Cutler.
Is it?
No chance.
Tom Brady's going to take him apart.
He will have fun. I might even rest him against him.
I might not even bother watching this game. Like, that's how confident I am.
Wow.
We're going to get beaten now,
before the fall. Pride cometh before the fall. 3-7 Chicago Bears, 9-1 Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going to go for the upset. No, I'm not. It's Eagles all day, baby.
50-0.
50-0 again. There's some terrible games this week, aren't there?
It's all the bad teams are playing the good teams. And it's like, it was so easy that it took me 10 seconds to pick all these.
It's bizarre because, it's on the road as well. If it was in Chicago, they might have a bit of a chance. They've got absolutely no chance. The Eagles are going to wax them.
Yeah, I can't see anything but that.
I'm totally with that, and that's fine by me. Seattle Seahawks at 6-4 versus the 1-9 San Francisco 49ers. This one not actually on the road, obviously, but it is one of the worst teams in the NFL against one of the ones that's probably, I'd like to say, coming into form. Historically, they'd be coming into form at this point of the season.
But historically, they're not missing all the best players.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. They've got a lot of injuries, but even then,
They are playing the 49ers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and who's going to call? Is it going to be?
It's going to be Bethel, I think.
It's going to be Befford again. Seattle might shit the bed. They really might, because they do. But I think Russell Wilson will find a way to win, so they're going to win.
I can't say nothing but Russell Wilson magic, and Robo Wilson just wins it again.
Jimmy Graham will have a field day.
Okay. Seattle for me as well. I've picked Oakland Raiders. They're hosting the Denver Broncos, 3-7 versus 4-6 Oakland Raiders. Paxton Lynch is supposed to be starting this game for the Broncos, isn't he? Guy's been beaten out twice now by people who pick below him. He's been beaten out by Brock Osweiler.
He sacked the offensive coordinator.
I just don't see this going very well for the Broncos at all. And what's more, that defense has been gassed over the last couple of weeks as well.
When we spoke a while ago about bringing young quarterbacks for a bad game, a la Nate Peterman, this isn't actually a bad game to throw a young quarterback into, because the Raiders' defense is just it's terrible. It's absolute shite. So he should, in theory, have a bit more time. And the only problem is the offensive line is crap. It's killing Denver. They've got the receivers, they've got a decent running back, and they've had average to below average quarterback play, but the offensive line is absolutely destroying them. So you could imagine Khalil Mack having a bit of a field day in this game, and I think this is really close, and I don't think it's a particularly good game, which is a surprise, because you wouldn't have thought that at the beginning of the season. You'd have thought that this would be one of your marquee matchups. It wouldn't be this low on our list. I'm going to go Oakland because they're at home, but this could be anything, because I don't trust either of these teams. I just don't see how the Broncos are going to score that many points for me.
It's going to be Von Miller's sack and fumble. picking it up and running it for a touchdown. That's the only way I can see them winning this game. I think this is just one of those, it's a coin flip, but madly, the winner of this game is still in the playoff hunt. That's how bad the AFC is.
Shit, innit?
The AFC is terrible, but I'm still going Oakland.
Yeah,
Okay, well, we'll move on then. We've got 7-3 Jaguars versus the 4-6 Arizona Cardinals. Steve, which way do you see this one going, mate?
It's the Blaine Gabbert revenge game. Blaine Gabbert is desperate to win this game, and he probably might. I don't know, he might. I'm going to pick Jacksonville because the defense is the best unit on the field, but I wouldn't be surprised at all if Arizona won this game because I just don't trust the Jacksonville offense. It's properly crap, but I just can't see Blaine Gabbert scoring that many points, or you know, I can't see Adrian Peterson running the ball particularly well against this Jags defense, and then ultimately, even it might be off a turnover, it might be off a short field. Jags might just be able to do enough, but I don't think it's not going to be pretty. Jags games aren't pretty at the moment.
Yeah, I'm going Jags. I can't see any way Arizona can win because I think the run game's going to be taken away. And then you're going to have Blaine Gabbert thrown to AJ Bouye or Ramsey, and that's just bad news. So Jaguars can stick to their plan of Blake Bortles throwing the ball to Patrick Peterson, so we get the defense on to get the defensive touchdown.
Okay, and a game I'm really looking forward to, actually. We've got the Green Bay Packers at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Obviously, I've got a soft spot for the Pittsburgh Steelers and a hatred in my belly for the Green Bay Packers. So I'm going to watch this game live because, you know, Steelers are going to batter us.
Yeah, just a lot. Oh yeah, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath.
This season's been horrible for you, hasn't it?
Listen, I've had plenty of success. I can't argue. I mean, I've had 20 odd years of great quarterback play. I can live with 10 games with Brett Hundley, as much as it absolutely kills me. Yeah, they're going to kill him. He's going to be picked off. He's going to be strip sacked, and they're going to run amok on our defense. Antonio Brown's going to be open all game. Lev Bell's going to have holes to run through. It's just things have gone really south really quickly, and it is what it is. You know, we're having a bad season, and yeah, Brett Hundley
couldn't have picked a better year to start cover 2 TV.
Yeah, it's not been
Vikings are better than the Packers. I mean, it couldn't get any better. You know, if the Vikings win the Super Bowl, that's it. I'm out. I'm out. It doesn't get any better. I'm just not doing any more videos.
That is, you know, I can completely understand it. Yeah, it's going to be bloodbath, absolute bloodbaff. On the road, on prime time, Brett Hundley's going to make a show of himself.
Here's my question. Who wins by more, the Steelers or the Patriots?
Patriots,
yeah. But still, this is not going to be good, honestly. Any Packers fans watching will know just how bad Brett Hundley's been recently. He had one decent.
I've not had the pleasure.
Don't.
I watched him once and he refused to throw the ball forward, and I was getting really angry at him. And it was like, it's not rugby, it's American football.
It's either what he's good at. You know, he's great at. He loves a screen pass. But then they just tackle him. And honestly, he is just a strip sack waiting to happen. It's really, really bad. He's wide-eyed. He's really, 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 really terrible. Like, and he's going to get absolutely destroyed.
Do you want us to stop talking about them?
Yeah. Have you got any hope though in the fact that the Steelers sometimes play bad teams and go down to
if we were at home, yeah, but we're on the road, no chance. I'm not going to watch this. It's like sadism to watch this. I think it's going to be horrendous. Yeah.
Just going to let that settle.
I know, fucking hell. You fucking Super Bowl Vikings, Vikings, Patriots, going to be the Super Bowl.
You know, next...
Oh, we're going to have the fourth pick in the draft. It's going to... I'll take it.
You know what?
We could do with a defensive player.
You could.
Arden Key.
Might work out better for you next year.
Let's get Arden Key.
Maybe take a running back. Maybe.
I'll take the pass rusher, please.
You never know, though. These type of things do galvanise teams, and you will get, obviously, better picks and better players because of it, and you never know next year or two, because you were close anyway. That offense is dead close.
Once Rodgers is playing, he almost guarantees you 10 wins, and then you go from there. But he's not. Brett Hundley is, and
for the seasons after, this injury could be better for you.
It could be great, mate. Spin around the league. Let's move on.
Because the Vikings would still be in.
Let's spin around the league. Spin around the league.
Okay, 4-6 Texans versus the 5-5 Ravens.
Yeah,
tough one for me, but I think this one comes down to I just think the Ravens' defence is slightly better at the moment. And I know that's a bit mad, but...
It's not mad at all. It's absolutely right. And I don't think it was tough at all because it's Tom Savage against the Ravens' defence. We've just seen them beat a really bad quarterback, and they're about to face another really bad quarterback, and they're going to be at home. Their offence is horrendous, by the way, the Ravens. I watched that game, obviously, with the Packers. It's like honestly, like watching paint dry. But the defence just helps them out so often. And eventually, they've got enough short fields where Justin Tucker kicks a few field goals, and they 9-0 up, and then that's good enough for them. Tom Savage, I know he won last week, but he's going to have a bad game. He's going to really struggle Monday night on the road in Baltimore. What a terrible primetime game, I must say, first of all. But I think the Ravens are going to make the playoffs now. I think as a wild card, I think they are going to, and I think this is where they go 6-5 and absolutely just end Houston's season.
Yeah, I'm going Ravens because I think one field goal will do it, because I think they're going to shut them out again. I think the Ravens are going to go for the 4th shutout of the season, because I just can't see the Texans doing anything. I mean, I don't think Fuller's going to play. I think he's out for this game. And Tom Savage just takes like 10 years to drop back. I think he's going to get attacked by Suggs. He's going to make Suggs look like he's lightning. He's going to make him look like he's Von Miller again.
They've done it to Brett Hundley. They were all over him. Once he held the ball too long, they confused them, and I think they're going to do the exact same. So I think Ravens too.
Okay, well, there we go. Not going to be much difference in our pick'em scores this week, I don't think.
You and Jenno picked the same teams. I think I've gone a bit out there a little bit. Yeah,
covered them off, you see.
Well,
Very smart. Yeah. You don't know, just find out what he's going to do and copy, and then he can't catch you.
Yeah, but I need to catch up.
Oh, I know, yeah.
So I'm going, Browns, Browns, Miami, Green Bay, Cleveland, Tampa Bay.
Yeah, good luck on that one, Steve. It's going to be amazing. Thanks very much for watching the second preview show of the week. Don't forget to check back at some point. We might have reviewed the Thanksgiving games. So there you go. Don't forget to subscribe to Cover 2 TV, of course, and give the video a like.